You guys, Nick here, finally out in the sun again. Had a decent day. It's 12 p.m. obviously, Tuesday, which is July 8th. Had a pretty good day. Did a lot of shit. Still painful. I'm just anxious. And I think the only reason is because this fucking client Tim, and that conversation we had yesterday that like kind of was like the worst part of my day, probably the worst part of my week. It's gonna be, is it gave me a lot of realization of how much thin ice I'm on. But again, I'm using emotions right now to assess my situation. It's a mistake, obviously, but I'm just saying kind of what I think. So yeah, that's why I'm on edge, just because it made me realize that, hey, Nick, like, you don't really have 3 clients. You're probably it's not going to be easy, or it's going to be unlikely that you actually pull 3K ROI from, or 3K LTV from these guys. Besides, Kevin could do it. Lino could probably do it, as long as he's patient and we get the Facebook running. But yeah, I've learned a lot. So that's the big positive, is that the huge positive is I've learned so much through these clients because of how shit they are on what I need to do next time. I need to fix my onboarding process, specifically expectations. And the other thing is that I know that a way better goal to have when getting them like set up is to have their Facebook set up like immediately, like literally so fast, because from there it's a lot harder it's more sticky, if that makes sense. They're gonna have to do a lot more shit to stop like trying to work with me, because I realized is that, yes, I'm abusing DR, and DR is like amazing, don't get me wrong. Like Tim made 4,800 objectively. Craig didn't really do shit, I don't think, but we're, like, DR is really good. It gets them like anywhere from 2 to like 5 positive responses with a list smaller than 200. So it's like, it's just fucking amazing, man. It's really good. But the problem is I've been relying on it too much to the point where their doubt builds up and shit because nothing's moving forward. And that's a mistake on my part. I just gotta, like, DR is supposed to be like the pain reliever, the relief, and then during that relief I gotta set up their Facebook, if that makes sense. So yeah, and I can always use the frame that, hey, we don't want to run anything yet. What we want to do is set everything up in advance so that you're not waiting like 2 weeks for it to get set up, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And they're like, yeah. And then we do it, right? So I've learned the bright side is that, assuming I'm going to stick with this agency, I'm not going to go homeless. And I'm not going to like be in such a bad position where like my life just falls apart, which I don't think will happen. I think it's exaggerated emotions playing a narrative that want me to fail. But yeah, I mean, if I'm going to stick to this thing, and like for the future, when I sign more clients, I'm going to know what to do better. So it's really good. Really good. So yeah, thanks Tim for being a dickhead, and thank you Craig for not doing shit. Lino's fine, honestly. Like, Lino's actually a good client. The only problem is that their Facebook's restricted, so I couldn't set up their Facebook. But if everything was fine, like literally, if nothing went wrong with the Facebook, we would have literally probably been running ads already. So that's it. So yeah, I learned a lot. Oh, that's a little tangent. I'm sorry, that took a long time. Today is pretty simple. I did my routine really nicely. That's not true. I didn't take a cold shower. I took a warm shower because I just honestly forgot. Like, you guys gotta understand that before I started cold calling, like, my mental was fucked, bro. Like, I literally, like, I was anxious as fuck, bro. It was really bad. It was like probably one of the most painful mornings ever. So I just was like, I was trying to get through the day. My goal in the morning was just to not go to bed and to not sit in my emotions and just to take action. So I'm happy that I did that for myself. But yeah, I woke up at a good time, which is crazy because I was literally working until like, I want to say like 12 something, because I was like, literally, bro, tonight or last night, I was beyond anxious. I knew that I was not going to be able to go to sleep. And so what I did is I spent like 1 hour, 2 hours. I just built an entire business basically in a couple hours. The Kaiser Way. It's basically an influencer management business. It seems very legit. I don't know how saturated it is. Don't know. But it seems like a good opportunity. It seems like a good like backup plan, which will give me more mental security and will help me just work harder, if that makes sense. So I did that. And I literally started outreach. I'm not gonna like work on it. It's just like something like, for example, on the weekends, or like if I have nothing to do, because like, dude, eventually I'm gonna solve a bunch of problems and I'm just gonna have to do outreach, and that'll be it. So whatever, I did that last night. Yeah, I was pretty anxious. So today, woke up on time, even though I went to sleep like at 1 a.m. So that's awesome. Abusing the sleep cycles for 6 hours of sleep. If you know, you know. Woke up on time. I didn't do a full workout. I actually have not done full workouts this week. Because again, my focus is my diet. And I mentioned that if not lifting heavy weight and doing like intense workouts helps me with actually sticking with calorie deficit, then I'll do that. Because that's gonna move the needle a lot more than what I've been doing, which is doing amazing workouts, but my diet is shit because I justify it by eating more because I had a good workout. No. So today, I did it even shorter today because, again, I was stressed as fuck, and I just knew, like, I was like, Nick, what's more important? What's more important, getting the work done today or having another lap around the neighborhood so I can walk a half mile more? No, I walked around the neighborhood once without my phone. So I did like a half mile walk for my workout, even though it's good to get the blood flowing. So yeah, walked around the neighborhood once, cleaned myself. Again, I had a warm shower instead of a cold shower, my bad. Did everything, is awesome. I did my trackers and everything. Self-T packet, awesome. By this time I was really anxious, so I did my self-T packet and stuff, and then I just got to cold calling, man. Like, I literally just got to it. And this morning I did 100 double dials. So awesome. I hit my goal already today. I did 100 double dials starting at like 8:45, I want to say 8:50. And fuck, I'm brain fogged. 100 double dials with follow-ups. Sorry, not with follow-ups. I did 100 double dials, and I got some good results today. I didn't book more than 3 appointments, which sucks. I booked 2 appointments, but I had an absurd amount of resignations. So later today, there's a lot of appointments to be booked, hopefully. I also started SMS just because I was curious to see what would happen. So I just ran 100. I think that'll spend around $10. Hopefully not. Fucking hopefully not, bro. Like $4 or $5, I think, actually. But yeah, we'll see how that works. I have no expectations. I just wanted to see, like, because I want to just take action, you know? I don't want to wait. I have SMS ready to go. I'm running that shit, and yeah. So there's that. And that was my day. Things are finally getting momentum, so that's happy. I think I've got the whole thing wrong about the first day being well. It only applies to one aspect, and that's your mindset. It's very short-term thinking. Because yeah, your first day you're gonna be as unbiased as possible because you haven't worked, so you're very optimistic and all that shit. And then it fades, you know, which is true, but that's short-term. Like, macro-wise, obviously, like, very obviously, it's better to work for extended periods of time so you can build momentum. Like, today was a way better than day one. Hopefully nothing tragic happens. Honestly, I've already mentally prepared today. If Tim or Craig, I don't give a fuck who churns, bro. I'm just signing clients. But yeah, let's need more appointments. So yeah, I did my outreach. Funnily enough, right before this journal, someone booked a meeting. So that's awesome. I have no idea who it is. But dude, this hiring process is really good. really good. Everyone who's been through it has actually done the calls, which is such a big improvement. Because if you think about it, like my old hiring process, I would hire people, spend so much time setting them up, and then they wouldn't do anything, and then I would have to chase them down to even like respond in Slack. It was ridiculous. And now I have this hiring process where I interview them, and then I tell them, okay, I'm gonna send you an email, we'll see what you do, putting this pressure on them. And then now they're calling instantly. So they're gonna book 200 calls, which is very easy, but it's a lot. It's a combination of both. It's easy, but it's a lot. And that's before they even get hired. So if they finish that, they get hired, and then I get them on board, and then they're good, which is gonna be fucking awesome, bro. It's gonna be amazing. The only catch is that I have to pay them. I pay them, I think, like $3 an hour. But for 200 cold calls, I don't know, that'll be like, what, 6 hours? Yeah. Maybe like 7 hours or something. On GoHo was probably less, bro, to be honest. But like 7-8 hours maybe. So it's only like $25 per person I hire, which if they do 200 calls, then that's not bad. That's people who are actually dedicated, because they're gonna make a lot of money. But yeah, the only reason I'm stressed is because my clients seem a lot less reliable now. Pretty much all of them. And yeah, dude, the only thing that's like really fucking my business is the show up rate. Like at this point, and I know it's an emotion, so let me be aware of it. It's an emotion, but it literally feels like every time I book a meeting, it's just like it's nothing, because it's not even gonna turn into a sales call. Like it's gonna be a sales call like 1 out of 6 times. So yeah, man, W show up rate, man. I fucking love it. This leads me to my next concept, is that the one thing I can't seem to figure out right now, the reason for, I have no idea why, is when I do something new, the results will be the best at the beginning, and then they'll just dwindle. Like, for example, even like auto SMS today, right? I sent auto SMS. My first 5 messages, I got 2 replies instantly. Were they positive? No, but they replied. And then like now I message like 70 people, or I don't even know how many people, probably a lot, because it sends like 1 per minute, and like it's been the same 2 replies. And the same thing with the show up rate. Like when I implemented Charlie Morgan's show up rate system, which is really good, by the way. I mean, they literally run like a 1 million a month company, probably more now. I don't know where they're at. I wouldn't be surprised if they're at 2 million a month now. I implemented their show up system, and the first like 2 months, it worked fucking amazing. Like it literally brought my show up rate tangibly like 6 to 10% more. And now that I've run it like 4 months later or 5 months later, I don't know how long it's been. Like now, well, actually, let me think about that. I would say it's it's like 3 months later now. It's like 3 months later, but my family's here. Let me pause. Okay, but now like 3 months later, like my show up rate was like 19% again. I just didn't know why. When one time, I believe my show up, let me check. I believe it was 38. But let me check. It's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, it's really weird. And the more frustrating thing is that I'm doing my absolute best to have this non-regression belief, and I don't believe that I regress. Like, no matter what happens with my business, like, I'm always gonna learn, so there's no regressing. But like with results, like sometimes it's hard to combat that, bro, because like they are regressing, you know. Like check this out. So right now it's July. Yeah, like, dude, the first time, wait. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so no new show, the show system got implemented on the 27th of March. Actually, no, I'm gay. the 19th of March, okay? And that was halfway through the month, so not even all the appointments like had the benefit to have the no-show system. And that month literally got like the no-show system was working so well that everyone after the 19th was actually showing up so much that for the month we had a 37% show up rate. That's insane. Anywhere above 30 for I think this niche at least, I don't know. I'm oblivious. Let me just say that. But 37 show up rate is very good. Very good. That means if you book 3 appointments, you're basically guaranteed to get 1 sales call, which again, like 10 sales calls equals 1 to 2 clients, which is awesome. That's like not that much volume you need. And so that month we had 32 bookings and 37% show up rate. Amazing. Could not ask for better. May, we got 33 bookings and still a good show up rate. We got a 26% show up rate. So 1 out of 4, which still isn't bad. That's not horrible. You know, like booking meetings is easy. And a matter of fact, like that month, we had 5 offers, right? And we had good results. Like we had scalable results. We had 2 people give us money over the phone. And one of them was actually a client. It's Lino. We signed Lino that month. That's May. So that it regressed a little bit. June was like, this might be my emotions now I think about it because this is like fucked. June was a shit month, obviously, because we had that 2.5 week vacation. And yeah, I think I could see why the show up rate was bad. So June was a BS month, by the way. 13 bookings, 9% show up rate, but like I didn't even try for like half of them, and a lot of them were from 2 of them were from the team. But yeah, that was just I think that spiked my emotions a bit too much, to be honest. This month we have basically no bookings. So, but yeah, like again, it's not even that. And I think I realize how irrational I'm being about the show up right now. But still, it's like, why is the first time like the best time? Like I expect it to be like slow and then get better. It's not like you implement something different and then like it starts amazing and then it just starts fucking, I don't know. It's weird. But I'm being a bit rational, I'll be honest. This month is the month to get data. Like this is the month. And it sucks because I'm having all these bullshit months where I just can't this year I have not had a consecutive 3-month work period. I just couldn't. Like in January to February, I was burned the fuck out because of this stressful ass scam situation. And then here comes March. I have a great month in March. And then April comes and I have Dayton and Strike. So I just, like April we did, oh, I'm joking. I do have data for April. Never mind. So check this out. March was 37%. April, we did 19 bookings and we had 19% show up rate. So it's like, what the fuck, you know? But there's always problems to solve. So I think it was a different reason why the show up rate was, I don't know why. It's just weird. It's just like, you get the point, but yeah, April I had Dayton, so that fucked everything because that's like a 2-week time period where I just was not locked in. And then May was, again, amazing because I had the whole month to work and there was nothing stopping me. June was fucked because I had a 2.5 week vacation, which is like the entire month. And July just started, it's only the 8th. So, and yeah, I discovered my why in the beginning of July, so I didn't work for a week. So it's just consistency, I guess. It's just annoying. Like I never had a consecutive time period, but yeah, we're fine. We're gonna keep working here. This is a pretty long journal for no reason, but look, later today, let me check. So we have a family friend coming over. I'm gonna try to not put too much attention towards that, even though they hate that I'm doing that. So there's that going on. We finished our outreach for the day. All we gotta do, really, is we gotta make the lead system for auto SMS. And I might even do some calculations financially. And then what we gotta do is start SOPing that so we could actually do it over and over again. And that's literally it, I'm pretty sure. From there, it's gonna be a grind, and this is what we're gonna do. So I'm happy because I'm not building a bunch of shit anymore. I can actually just like put like execution, but from there, like, I'm gonna build this auto SMS system, finish it up, and then from there, it's literally gonna be cold calling, auto SMS, and then hiring people to do it as well. And then from there, obviously all my free time is gonna be making the product banger. And what I do suspect is that other than hiring people and doing outreach, I think the biggest thing I'm gonna spend time on, other than the product, is gonna be the no-show. Because when I'm doing calculations on the reverse engineer shit of the goals, I realize how leverageable it is. Like literally, if your show up rate is like 5% higher, like take two scenarios and you're reverse engineering the goal, and one of them has a show up rate that's 5% higher, like the amount of outreach required is so much less. It's like disgusting. It's like, I'll give a raw calculation. Let's say for one goal, you need 50,000 calls, right? And the other goal, if the show up rate is like 5% higher, literally it'll be like 30 something thousand. Like it'll be ridiculous, or like 40 something thousand. And it's like, what the fuck, you know? So it's a bit weird. But show up rate really matters, and there is a way to, I guarantee there's a way to crack it. It's just a bit difficult because a lot of it's intertwined. So show up rate is influenced through the booking process and the show system, because the show system's amazing. I think the main reason why people are not showing up that well is because of the process before. Like on the booking call, I'm cold calling them and they're half-ass booking, so that when they don't really care. But you get the point. I think that gives me clarity. Finish my outreach systems, auto SMS stuff. From there, it'll be a constant grind for outreach and hiring, because hiring is just leverage. And then from there, it's doing as much outreach as possible. And the only thing we really need to do to fix while doing a shit ton of outreach is the show system and client success. That's it. Sales should be fine. I don't think I'll regress from sales. Hopefully not. It'll take some practice. I'm probably gonna fuck up my first few sales calls, which I'm expecting that, but I'm good at sales. I understand it. It's a skill, and you don't really lose a skill. But yeah, it's 1 p.m. See you guys later.